Hi Stampers, my name is Sandy Hancock. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you from Southern California. Today is Monday, May the 5th, and you know what that means. Tomorrow's May the 6th, and we are going to be able to order out of this gorgeous new catalog, and also a lot of new online exclusives are going to be available, and please check those out because there are a number of favorites. In the big book, this Gallery Blooms bundle, well, I'm showing you right here, and these gorgeous DSPs, they're 6x6. This is probably my favorite thing out of the new catalog. And so I just wanted to show you some cards. After I make this one, I have 4 more to show you. The paper I'm using here is this paper, and I just noticed in the catalog they have it going this direction. I have it going this direction. I don't even really know if it matters. And then on the back, this is the paper. Oh, let me show you what the card does. So it's just a simple fun fold. It opens like this. It has a little hinge, and there you go. So the paper I used right here is the back of this, okay? And then beige is really the prettiest thing to go with this paper, because when I tried, well, not that this is any good, but when you put white by this, it just kills the DSP. So I thought, oh, it has to be beige. So we're going to go with beige. So let me put these things aside. And by the way, these are on page 54 and 55. And you can get a really good view. By the way, if you don't have a catalog and you don't have a regular demonstrator, I would be happy to send you a catalog. And I'd be happy to help you with any questions that you have. Okay, so here are our pieces. And let me see if you can see all these. I think you can. I would just say take a picture of them. The main card is not your regular 5.5 by 8.5. It's 5.5 by 7.25. And I'll just remind you why. Okay, so see this piece right here? It only comes this far. It only comes 3 inches over. And so that's why it's 5.5 by 7.25. Okay, then here's the gorgeous flowers out of Gallery Blooms. I'm using textured notes. And again, I guess I should just keep this here. I'm using textured notes for the layers. So here, okay, then I'm using peach pie as a layer for this. And I didn't do the normal 1/4 of an inch less. So this peach is 5.25 by 2 3/4, but the DSP is 5 1/8 by 2 5/8. So instead of cutting it down by 1/4 of an inch, I cut it down by 1/8 of an inch. I just don't think it needs more peach pie than that. So anyway, that was what I decided. You can decide whatever you want to. And then the piece right here is cut with one of the fancy border dies. So I started out with 3/4 of an inch. Let me just show you. You do have to be careful. Let me grab it. Oh, sorry, I didn't just do that. Okay, so the way I'll just say the cloud, whatever that, the curve, when it needs to go up, and then you turn it over, and that's where you're going to put, like if I were doing it on this plain edge, it would go like this. Just be careful, because I did it one time upside down and I had the curve coming down, and that's not what I wanted at all. Anyway, after you work with that, now that I've dropped that on the floor, okay, so 3/4 of an inch before you, I'm not sure I even cut that one down. Okay, then the little arm that opens the fun fold is 3.5 by 1 1/4, and you're going to score it at 2 3/4. All right, then the beige that goes inside is just your normal 4 by 5 1/4, and then the DSP is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. But of course, you could make that as wider as. I'm just going to check this little piece. Nope, I'm going to cut it down by 1/4 of an inch. My pretty little border, I forgot to cut it down to 5 1/4. Okay, now we're good. All right, so let's get started. And I'm going to put some of these pieces in a little pile here. Oh yeah, so that's the, well, you can see it on page 54 and 55. The Beautiful Gallery DSP is, this is the number, page 55. All right, so first thing we need to do is score our main card. So remember now, it's going to be scored at the regular 4 1/4. It's going to be 4 1/4, and that leaves 3 inches. And then while I'm here, I'm going to find my little gate piece, and this is 3 1/2 by 1 1/4. I'm going to score it at 2 3/4. There we go. And that's all the scoring that we have to do. I think you already got a picture of that. Okay, so we will move these, and then we'll just take our bone folder, and when you do fold it, just make sure that the edges are lined up very nicely, or it won't go well when you make the card. Same for the little arm piece. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'll just keep moving things around here a little bit, is I'm going to put the gorgeous, isn't this like a tapestry? I'm going to put the DSP onto the peach pie. And by the way, peach pie is an in color. It's not one of the new ones. It came in last year. So it's been around for a year. And it really matches this paper beautifully. Okay, let's see if I can get it kind of centered. Okay, there we go. All right, good enough. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put this right onto the front of the card. Oops. Okay. All right, here we go. Onto the front. Oops. Well, it doesn't really matter which way this goes. Didn't mean to drop that on there. Okie dokie. I think that looks, pick it up. Getting close to good. Okay, that looks good. All right, then we're going to go ahead and put the peach, not the peach pie, let's put this on first. We're going to put this DSP, make sure you put the adhesive on the correct side. Have you ever done that? Oh my goodness, I've done it. Put the adhesive on the wrong side. Yes. Okay, well, that looks like that fits pretty well. Okay, then we'll just go ahead. Well, you know what? I think maybe I will just trim this one teeny tiny bit. There. Okay. Now I can go ahead, put this onto the inside of the card. And at the same time, I'm not going to put it down very well yet. Just going to kind of lay it there because this little arm needs to go in there. Okay, that's kind of moving all over. Okay, so, all right. I don't know what's wrong with that. Okay, so we're going to put adhesive on both sides of this little, of the tiny end here. And then we're just going to stick it under here. And if you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to line the score up more with the edge of the card because I want there to be room for this to fold over. Okay, then I also, from the same set, cut out a few little pieces of interest to go inside the card. So we'll just put, I think maybe we'll just stick this underneath a little bit. Oops. Okay, something like that. That's cute. Okay, then, oops, let's go ahead and put our border in. Oh, you know, maybe I'm going to leave that for a minute because I want you to see what it looks like with and without it. Okay, so I'm going to, next, I'm going to stamp. I'm just going to put, like I did here, a little for you, just for you. It is from So Sincere, which is still available. It's not in the new catalog, but it is still available. And so I'm just going to put this here. I'm going to put it down in the corner. I'm using the Stamparatus because this Just For You, it doesn't always stamp as dark as I want it the first time. So I'm just going to do this. And you know, there are other apparatuses out there. Do you say apparati? How funny. No, apparatuses out there in addition to the one that Stampin' Up! Used to make. There we go, Just For You, nice and pretty. And we'll just take this, put this aside. Okay, now we can put this. Aren't these, oh my gosh, they're so beautiful, these rectangles. All right, so those two are going to go together. And then I'm just simply going to put a little bit of adhesive right on the top part of the arm. And then this is going to just go on here. And I want it to kind of come over like that. Is that good? Well, I'm not exactly happy with that. Let's do that again. Do you ever do that? You get it on and it's not quite straight. Okay, now that's going to want to hug it. We'll do that one more time. Okay, let's try that again and see if we can get it on there straight. Okay, much better. Okay, so now we've got our flowers, and I am going to color, I've colored two of them already, and I did go ahead and color the leaves Lost Lagoon because I couldn't quite picture a green on this card. So I'm going to use Peach Pie Light and Dark, and then I'm going to use, I think I need to order some new Daffodil Delight. My light Daffodil Delights are not doing so great. Okay, so I'm going to start with the dark, the dark peach, and we're just going to highlight where the artist highlighted, but I think I will add some more. And then I'll probably come back. We're going to color the center of that color. Just going to add some. You know, you can kind of do your own thing here, really. And it might even come out looking artistic. Okay. And because shadowing and shadows, that's not my strongest suit. So I watch people and kind of see how they do it. So I am allowing, just like I did here, if you can see that still, I'm allowing some white space around the top of the card. You don't have to do that. I just kind of like it. And then I'm going to take my light Peach Pie and I'm going to go in, kind of blend all this together. It really goes pretty quickly. And on one of them I was coloring and I completely forgot that I wanted to leave some white space around the top. So I just took my color lifter and went around and was able to create some white space. So it's really nice to have a color lifter. Okay, and a little bit more yellow. And then I'm going to go back with a little bit more dark. Is this dark or light? It's light. Okay, let's go with dark. See if we can create a little bit more pop. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And then I'm going to take some Wink Stella, of course, and put Wink Stella on this so it will be gorgeous. Really makes that pop. Okay. All right. I'm wondering if I want a little tiny bit more yellow right here. Oh well. Okay. Then what I like to do is I almost always, no, not almost always. If I'm not going to use dimensionals, then I'm probably going to put some layers underneath. What did I do with my other? Here. Okay. I'm going to put some layers underneath so it has a little bit more depth to it. And you don't have to put a ton of adhesive on these under layers, just a little bit. And I'm finding if I line this up first, then everything else kind of falls into place. It just gives it gives the stamped image a little bit more depth. So let's line up the bottom and see how this kind of just goes right into place. Too bad I didn't figure that out sooner. Okay, then we're just going to put this right onto the card. And we'll let it miss the just for you so you can see it. You know what? I still don't think I got that on there straight. Let's try it. I think third time's the charm. Okay, we're good. And then I'm going to get a glue dot. Now I found, I'm sure this isn't current anymore, I found some Baker's Twine Essentials. And so I used, actually this color I took out to use, but you don't give away your ribbons and things, do you? I didn't think so. So maybe you have some kind of Baker's Twine, because I think the Baker's Twine really goes well. Oops, let me see if I can get a glue dot. I think it goes really well with these flowers. I'm not sure a ribbon would really fit the bill here. Okay, so now let's see if we can get this little ribbon on. If you don't know how to use a bow tire, just, this is what I use to tie bows, is a bow tire. I'm not sure that's still straight, whatever. Okay, now look at the difference. One with a border and one without. I would say they're both pretty, but I think that this border really does add some interest. So I'm going to go ahead and add this. That's why I wanted to wait. I wanted you to see the difference with and without it. So we'll go ahead and add this. I just think it adds something. You don't have to have it for sure if you don't happen to have the border dies. And then we just want to add something pretty. So I'm going to use the In Colors, and let's see if I can find a Take-a-Pick. I don't want to take too much time looking for it. You know, when you just had something, you go, okay, I just had it, but I don't know where it is. So I guess I'll just use my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to go a big, these are peach pie, and then a little peach pie. The Take-a-Pick is so much easier. Okay, and then a big peach pie. Okay, all right, I think this is really pretty, and I hope you like it. Now, I have more cards to show you. Oh, and another thing I wanted to show you. So I'm going to leave this one here out. And then I just want to show you another option. If you just want to make it a little bit more simple, you can just go Happy Birthday. Or another one I was playing around with was, you know, just a note. And that's from Notes and Totes. The Happy Birthday is from Unbounded Love, which is still available. It's probably on the last chance list, but it is available because I put the number in. So you can go any way you want. And, oh, I forgot to put, oh yeah, I put the goodies here on those. Okay, now let me show you some more cards out of this same style. I was trying to use papers from the Beautiful Gallery that goes with this whole suite or bundle. And this one, let me show you the scene on the other side. Okay, it's hard to find something that's neutral enough that you can put roses with, and I did want to put roses. And so this was really about the only one I could find. And I don't know. See, I think this one is very, very interesting with all of its beautiful design. This one feels a little bit plain. However, it's just what happened. So the only problem I had is when I thought, okay, this is Blue Lagoon right here. I didn't, oh, not Blue Lagoon. What am I trying to say? Lost Lagoon. Okay, Blue Lagoon. Was that a movie? Okay. And I didn't really know what to put with it. So I got out my color wheel. And I don't use this all the time. But you know, when you need it, you need it. So you can look for a smaller group of colors, or you can use the big windows and use a larger, get a larger look. And so I was looking at Lost Lagoon right here. And I looked and I noticed right next door to it is Pretty Peacock. And I thought, oh yeah, I think that would be pretty. So here's what the Pretty Peacock looks like. And I think it is really pretty. Okay, so then I thought, okay, well, we've got Summer Splash, we've got Shy Shamrock. I was thinking of using some of those on the leaves, and I did, and then I wasn't sure I liked them, so I added a little bit of garden green. I don't know. But anyway, here's your green and blue options. And then I didn't know what to color the flowers, which color. So I just took Lost Lagoon and found the complementary color, and that's Pretty in Pink. So then I colored the flowers pretty in pink, and I used the end colors Pretty in Pink. So even though I don't use this all the time, when I need it, I need it. And this is in the catalog. It's on page, did I write that down? It's on page 136, and I'm pretty sure you can't see this. It's 1662481 for $12.50, so the price hasn't changed on that, but it is on page 136 if you want to have one of these just for those moments when you really don't know what colors to put together. Okay, so there's the second one. Then I want to show you this one. This is also from the Beautiful Gallery Blooms, or Beautiful Gallery DSP. And on this one, I took, of course, I'm using the one of the new in colors, and it's called Secret Sea. The dark blue is Secret Sea. And the dies and the greeting are from the bundle Mixed Labels. I really like the greeting. Your kindness made my day. Don't you love that? Then I was going to use Secret Sea here for the embellishments, and you couldn't even see them. So I went to, what is it, cloud cover? Something, cloud. And I put those on, and I thought, oh, much prettier. So this one has a little something pretty in the inside too. And this, again, this is the back of this paper. So those go together very, very nicely. All right, then I have one. That's, okay, out. Then I have this one, and this one is made from Impressions of Bloom bundle. Once again, this is online. I used the Stylish Shapes dies to cut out the circles, and I've got my little arm. This paper goes with the Impressions of Bloom suite. Like I say, it's online. This was just something cute that was from the bundle. So I don't know, I just think these little arms like this are cute. They're a little bit different and just really fun to open. I have really had fun making them, and I think it would be a lot of fun to receive them. Okay, so there's 4. Then I want to show you the original card. This is from a set a pretty long time ago, and I bought it because I lived on a farm for a while when I was little. So it's got the corn, and the ears of corn are separate. Oh, it was so much fun with the crow and the fence. And then Have a Happy Day coming out of the stump. The ovals, which we don't have ovals right now, at least little ovals. And so I just thought, this is what I do. I hang on to cards when I really like the design, thinking, you know, one of these days I might do something with this idea again. So that's where all of these cards came from. So once again, if you don't have a catalog, please reach out. I'd be happy to send you one. And hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, I'd love for you to just hit the subscribe button and the like button. That really helps me. Thank you again for stopping by, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.